Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, we'll tell you about a program where you can get your taxes prepared and filed absolutely free. We'll also visit with a young man who saved his grandmother in her time of need. And we've got the latest on economic development in and around the city. But our first stop today is right here on the corner of Buttercup and Attica. Now, you might remember last summer, Buttercup was in the process of being resurfaced and really rebuilt from the ground up. What we're finding out now is plans are in place for phase 2 of that project, which is going to make Buttercup heading west look just as good as it does heading east. This was the scene on Buttercup last summer, with construction crews tearing up the old and putting in the new.
Last year we completed phase 1 of the Buttercup Avenue project, which included replacing the water main and services to the houses, a new storm sewer, and a complete new street, as you can see here. This year we're looking at doing phase 2, which is behind me here, and we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to come in and replace the water line. We're going to put new storm sewer in, and then we're going to dig out the asphalt and the street base and put a whole new street in here as well.
Public Works Manager Rob Cron says folks just to the west of the Phase 1 completion will get a chance this summer to see that process up close and personal, as plans are in the works to extend the rebuilt road even further east. Cron says a key component of the plan is that no homeowners will be assessed for the work done.
The one nice thing about this project, we've looked ahead and budgeted for this project, so we're going to be able to do all this work without any direct cost to the homeowners out here.
Cron says things went well in Phase 1, primarily because the lines of communication were open throughout the project.
One thing we try to do on these projects is let people know what's coming ahead of time. We pass out notices to let them know what inconveniences there might be. We try to minimize that as much as possible, but we'll let them know when we're going to be working on the water main. If there's possible times they're going to be turned off for a short period of time while we make connections and that type of thing. But for the most part, the project ran pretty smooth last year, and we hope to get the same results this year.
Cron's office is also working to get the word out on the city's annual street and sidewalk resurfacing project.
One big thing we look at each year is our street resurfacing project, where we come in and just mill out and repave streets, and we do a lot of concrete repair on those streets, on the curbs and sidewalks as needed as well. So we're looking at that right now. We've actually went out and started assessing some of our streets. You may see some paint marks on your street where we're going to be replacing some curb or sidewalk. We'll also be doing some handicap ramps as well. We received another grant this year to probably install another 50 handicap ramps around our neighborhoods. So we hope to get that project going sometime in May, I guess, was probably when we're looking at.
As temperatures warm up, we'll also be seeing some activity out at Stone Quarry Crossings, where crews are already hard at work building a food processing facility for White Castle hamburgers. Assistant City Manager Greg Shackelford says some crews are working right through this winter weather.
They're moving right along on the progress. They basically have got a lot of their utilities are in. The site work is underway, and they got a pretty good start on the foundation for the building.
The early stages of construction involve a complex foundation pour that's designed to maximize access to utilities.
One of the biggest factors that we had to look at when we originally looked at this opportunity was their capacity needs for their water inflow outflow. And that was a major issue for them to make sure that we could meet and fulfill the needs that we have. And fortunately for us, we've got 2 water mains that are out at that site off of Peters Pike and Capstone.
Shackelford says White Castle is in the process of hiring a plant manager, which is the first step towards hiring new employees for the facility. It should be open before the end of the year. That is the same timetable for all-service plastic molding, which is in the early stages of an addition to their Northwoods Business Park facility, bringing another 50 jobs to the city.
Probably within the next week or two, we'll be able to get their plans in for the building. It's going to be about a 60,000 square foot expansion that they're planning, and they'll do some manufacturing, but they'll move some of their inventory into that expansion that they're doing.
Construction is also on schedule for Aptalis, a pharmaceutical firm operating on Center Drive just off Brown School Road. The company is gearing up to add new jobs and new capabilities in the coming year.
What it's going to be is the first phase is an expansion to the east side of their building, which will be for employees for the office and administrative. And then they're also working on, they're going to be able to do additional manufacturing that will bring in some engineering and R&D type jobs.
And expanding capabilities and bringing new jobs also on tap for Encon, an international company that manufactures preforms, which are later turned into hundreds of types of bottles and containers.
The bottom line is for them, they're doing some additional manufacturing now, and they've set up the property where they can add another at least one or two more presses that will help them create more jobs and the ability to do more units for their preforms.
Our next stop today is at the Vandalia Division of Police, where a project underway for just a few weeks is already paying dividends.
The goal behind this is there had been a lot of medications out in the public that nobody knew what to do with. A lot of folks would take and flush them down a toilet, throw them in the trash, just no good way of disposing of them. The Attorney General's office had come up with this program of a pill drop-off box.
Police Lieutenant Harry Bussey says the drop box is solving a number of problems associated with the disposal of unused prescription drugs.
The issue with putting pills in the toilets and flushing them down, all that good stuff, is it goes into the water treatment plants, and some of the stuff it's hard to get out. Throwing them in the trash, somebody could get a hold of them unintentionally or intentionally and do bad things with them, so that wasn't a good idea either.
With help from Ohio's Attorney General's office, the Vandalia Division of Police has placed that drop-off box in an easy-to-find location, right in the lobby of the police station.
The program was developed. It's a secure drop-off place here at the police department. You can bring in pills or patches, drop them in the drop box. They're secure. We check the box periodically, and then we dispose of them.
Bussey says early users are telling him that the convenience of a drop box for unused drugs is appreciated.
This way you can come in anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, drop these things off, and we'll dispose of it for you.
The box has been utilized quite a bit early on, with large amounts of prescription drugs dropped off in just a few short weeks.
We got this box and put our policy in place on how we were going to do this December 1st. And I checked yesterday, and we've had about 35 pounds of prescription medication dropped off since the start of this program in a little over 2 months.
And from a successful drug program to a life-saving success story. This month, the Vandalia Division of Fire formally recognized 6-year-old Zachary Page. He's a kindergartner at Helke Elementary School whose fast action probably saved the life of his grandmother.
I was watching a cartoon, and I turned the volume down. I heard something, and then I heard, "Help, help, help." I ran downstairs to see who it was, and it was my grandma.
Using the skills he learned during the Passport to Safety program over the summer, Zachary quickly ran to the phone and calmly called 911. Fire Chief Chad Follick says Zachary did everything he was supposed to do to guide medics to his grandmother's side, and so he presented the boy with a special award.
This is issued to civilians, people like you, or your parents, or other citizens of this community that do heroic things. And on December 21st, 2012, you're a hero.
Zachary says his grandmother is doing much better now, and he's a little surprised at all of the attention he received at the school-wide presentation done in front of all of his classmates. So how do you feel today?
Great.
Great isn't usually what folks feel as they begin the process of doing their taxes. In fact, many folks dread the chore so much they put it off until the last minute. If you're someone who would prefer to let the experts file your taxes, you're in luck. The Vandalia Senior Citizen Center is offering free tax preparation for folks of all ages who just need some help getting their taxes filed.
We don't age discriminate. We have non-members as well as members come in for the taxes. We're only doing them on Tuesdays. Last year we had over 600 tax returns done, and then this year, of course, we're getting them done as well quickly. We average 30 plus a day.
The preparers are all certified by AARP, and they come with years of tax preparation experience. Senior Center Coordinator Kelly Lundquist says the preparers are just happy to help.
They're awesome. They do a great job. They Actually, we've had to send some people away to go back and get some other answers filled, and so when they come back, the guys are there ready to help them out. So it's basically in and out. They're just here for a little bit and gone, and their taxes are done, and they're all very happy.
If you'd like to take advantage of this special program, you need to contact the center. There are still a few spots left, but you'll need to hurry as they are filling up.
They can either call me, I can sign them up for an appointment, or they can drop in and sign up. We have the sign-ups posted outside in the hallway.
Taxes aren't the only thing happening at the Senior Center, as this month brings a full schedule of activities.
In March, we have a speaker coming in every Tuesday to talk about financial information to help out with like a nest egg. We have that going on Tuesdays. We have all of our Sinclair classes are still going on. That would be the history class. We have exercise classes. We have painting classes going on. I do have a dance coming up in March. There's several activities, so many that they're numerous. So I would totally advise everyone to go to the website and check us out.
Our last stop today is at the Vandalia Recreation Center, where plans are underway for a unique day of fitness taken right out of Hollywood.
Well, the Hunger Games is a fitness challenge we created based upon the popular books and movies that have recently come out, and it is for youth 21 and under with their parents. They'll be working out along the challenge course in teams of 2 that we'll call districts, which comes right from the books.
The event takes place on Saturday, March the 23rd. It runs from 8 in the morning until 11.
I'm pretty excited about the challenges, actually. Did a lot of brainstorming to come up with the stations. We're going to have a camouflage station, a knot tying station, a giant spider web, edible insects, some climbing, some art, and even more. And this all takes place on our sports complex, and it'll be a 1-mile track, so it'll be a challenge.
Williams says there is a small cost involved to participate.
It's $15 for members and residents and $25 for non-residents. That includes an archery lesson as well as a t-shirt. So I think it's a great deal.
The goal of the Hunger Games program is all about getting families to jump into fitness together.
Families that are active together and healthy together, that helps create lifetime health and wellness. So this is a way for us to just reach out to the members of our community and show them that fitness is fun. It doesn't have to be boring and dreadful.
Organizers say there'll be a little something for everyone with this fitness challenge. But if you want to be a part of it, you need to act fast. Spots are limited, and if you don't sign up in time, you may just get closed out. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.